Good morning, children. I'm Miss Jacinta Joseph, your social science teacher. Today, we are going to study about Geography subject, Chapter 2, Inside Our Earth. In this session, we are going to cover following topics. First, the Earth. Second, interior of the Earth. Third, rocks. Fourth, rock cycle, and fifth, minerals. Let's start with the first topic, the earth. Children, as you have studied in the previous chapter about an environment, and you have seen that the earth is the only planet in the solar system where life exists. And this is the reason it is known as a dynamic planet. It is constantly undergoing changes inside and outside. The Earth is made up of several concentric layers with one inside another. Children, have you ever wondered what lies in the interior of the Earth? Let's see in the interior of the Earth. There are three layers of the Earth. First, crust. Second, mantle. Third, core. Let's discuss what is crust. The uppermost layer over the Earth's surface is called the crust. The crust is also known as lithosphere. It is the first layer over the Earth. It is thinnest layer from all of the layers. Crust is of two types. One, continental masses, and second, ocean floors. On continental masses, crust is about 35 km. The main mineral consist on continental masses are silica and alumina. Thus, it is called Cl. Here, Si stands for silica and Al stands for alumina. On ocean floors, crust is about 5 km. The oceanic crust mainly consists of silica and magnesium. Therefore, it is called simmer. Here, Si stands for silica and Mi stands for magnesium. The second layer of the earth is mantle. It is just beneath the crust. The mantle extends up to a depth of 2900 km below the crust. It is mostly solid bulk of Earth's interior. It is made up of rocks and it covers 84% area of Earth's total volume. The temperature varies greatly from 1000 degrees Celsius near its boundary with the crust to 3700 degrees Celsius near its boundary with the core. In the mantle, heat and pressure generally increase with depth. Children, this is the core mantle between silicate mantle and outer core. Next is core. The innermost layer and center of our planet is the core. It is mainly consists of nickel and iron. Therefore, it is called knife. Here, Ni means nickel and Fe means ferrous, that is iron. Inner core has very high temperature and pressure. Temperature is about 6000 degrees Celsius. The core is made up of two layers, that is, the inner core and the outer core. Let's see rocks. Children, as you all have seen rocks, let's first see what is a rock. Any natural mass of mineral matter that makes up the Earth's crust is called rock. Rocks are present on crust. You can see in picture also that rocks are in different size, color and texture. Now, based on these categories means their size, color and texture, rocks are of three types. First, igneous rocks, sedimentary rocks and metamorphic rocks. We will study these rocks one by one in detail. Let's start with igneous rocks. Children, igneous rocks are result of volcanic activity. You can see in the picture when molten magma comes out from the volcano, after some time it gets cooled down and becomes solid. Rocks thus formed are called igneous rocks. Igneous rocks are also called primary rocks. Igneous rocks can be of two types. First, intrusive and second, extrusive rocks. Let's see first extrusive rocks. You have already seen volcano. When lava is actually fiery red, molten magma comes out from the interior of the earth on its surface. When molten lava comes on the earth's surface, it rapidly cools down and becomes solid. Rocks formed in such a way on the crust are called extrusive igneous rocks. They have very fine grained structure. For example, basalt. The Deccan Plateau is made up of basalt rocks. Now we will see intrusive igneous rocks. Sometimes the molten magma cools down deep inside the Earth's crust. Solid rocks so formed are called intrusive igneous rocks. Since they cool down slowly, they form large grains. Granite is an example of such rocks. Grinding stones used to prepare paste or powder of spices and grains are made up of granite. Children, you can see granite rock in your kitchen. The platform in your kitchen is made by using granite rock. Next is sedimentary rocks. Before we start with sedimentary rocks, let us first understand what is sediments. Rocks roll down, crack and hit each other and are broken down into small fragments. These smaller particles are called sediments. These sediments are transported and deposited by wind, water, etc. These loose sediments are compressed and hardened to form layers of rocks. These types of rocks are called sedimentary rocks. For example, sandstone. Sandstone is made from grains of sands. These rocks may also contain fossils of plants, animals and other microorganisms that once lived on them. Next is metamorphic rocks. Igneous and sedimentary rocks can change into metamorphic rocks under great heat and pressure. For example, clay changes into slate and limestone into marble. Children, you all have seen Taj Mahal. The Taj Mahal is made of white marble. It is one of the example of metamorphic rocks. Rocks are very useful to us. The hard rocks are used for making roads, houses, and buildings. Children, you use stones in many games. For example, 7 stones, 5 stones, etc. The rock cycle. Let's understand what is the rock cycle. When one type of rock changes to another type under certain condition in a cyclic manner, this process of transformation of the rock from one to another is known as the rock cycle. Children, you have already learned when the molten magma cools, it solidifies to become igneous rock. These igneous rocks are broken down into small particles that are transported and deposited to form sedimentary rocks. When the igneous and sedimentary rocks are subjected to heat and pressure, they change into metamorphic rocks. The metamorphic rocks, which are still under great heat and pressure, melt down to form molten magma. This molten magma again can cool down and solidify into igneous rock. This is the process of rock cycle. Last topic is minerals. Rocks are made up of different minerals. Minerals are naturally occurring substances which have certain physical properties and definite chemical composition. Minerals are very important to humankind. Some are used as fuel, for example, coal, natural gas, and petroleum. They are also used in industries like gold, uranium, iron, etc. in medicine and in fertilizers, etc. Let's quickly recap what we have learned in today's session. We have first learned about the Earth is a dynamic planet. The uppermost layer over the Earth's surface is called the crust. The mantle covered 84% area of Earth's total volume. The innermost layer and center of our planet is the core. Any natural mass of mineral matter that makes up the Earth's crust is called a rock. Rocks are of three types: igneous rocks, sedimentary rocks, and metamorphic rocks. The hard rocks are used for making roads, houses, and buildings. When one type of rock changes to another type under certain conditions in a cyclic manner, this process of transformation of the rock from one to another is known as the rock cycle. Minerals are naturally occurring substances which have certain physical properties and definite chemical composition. Children, here we have completed with the second chapter, Inside Our Earth. I have given some exercise to you. Thank you, children.